Hello, sir. Good morning. Thank you for joining here.
Morning, Durga.
Yes, sir.
Morning, everybody.
I yes, sir. Uh,
Very good morning,
it
sir.
will be a good to start, sir.
Yes, with this, a very cool and pleasant good
Yes, sir.
morning to
Good
all
morning,
the
everyone. I am delighted to welcome you to today's interactive session and privileged to have with us a very special guest, Professor Ramesh Loganathan. Professor Loganathan is a highly accomplished individual who currently serves as the Professor of Co-Innovation at IIIT Hyderabad, heading research and innovation outreach, and as the Chief Operating Officer of the Central Center of Innovation and Entrepreneurship CIE at IIIT Hyderabad. With over 25 years of leadership experience in the technology industry, Professor Ramesh has held roles like Managing Director of Progress Software, Vice President at Pramati Technologies, and Chief Innovation Officer at the State Innovation Cell of Government of Telangana. He has also been a driving force in shaping Hyderabad's startup ecosystem and beyond through his work with Heisi Nastam and as the co-founder of Head Start Network. Professor Ramesh, we are so honored to have you here. Thank you for taking the time to share your experience with us today, sir. Now,
My
I
pleasure,
would
Durga.
love to listen a few words from you before dive into the discussion. Over to you, sir.
Let me just get the camera on. Uh,
Yes, sir. If possible, please switch on.
yes, I'll keep it somewhere. One second.
Yeah, sir. Sure, sure.
Okay, good morning. So, happy to be here. I've been, I met Kite founder Vishwa Garu almost 7, 8 years back. And since we've been in touch, and last 4 years, of course, with the whole Kiet-Hub initiative, been extremely involved. So, very nice to see the changes happening. Recently, I've asked Durga to kind of give an update on placements and such, how things are right now compared to, like, say, 1 year back and 2 year back. So, Durga, I'm looking forward to that data. And our effort, especially since there are many girl students in Kite, and we have an initiative at IIIT around girls in tech. It's using that as part of that initiative that we are engaging. We want to see all of you doing well, but especially the girls. We want to make sure you have all the right opportunities and such. And it's a multi-year intervention. And the idea is that, like, you learn what we learn in the classrooms, but you also have to do. Most of the learning happens by doing. And the doing opportunity is what we are trying to create, right, through the KHEP programs. I'm very happy. We have many of your alumni with us, like Durga and others, Usha and others. We're happy with them. We're happy to have them around, and they bring nice energy, refreshing energy, and I hope they are inspiring all of you also to do more and to do better and to enjoy what you're doing. So happy to be here and happy to take the questions that Durga is going to shoot my way. Durga?
Yes, sir. So thank you, sir, for your words. And without any late, we are going to start our panel. So my first question is about innovation at academia, sir. So you have had an illustrious career in industry before moving to academics. What inspired you to make that shift from leading major companies to focusing on research and innovation in the academic space?
So I've been involved with IIT since 2002. Right, while I was I came back from US in 2000 and then was in a startup company. If you all know in the early days of oversight Java, like and the EMD servers, there were only two companies taking over the world back in 1999. And one was in the US with Logic and the other one was Pramati in Hyderabad. I was very impressed when I was working for this US company. I decided to join Pramati when we got back in 2000. I was studying engineering in Pramati, and we started a middleware lab in IIIT Hyderabad for middleware technologies. And I started engaging very quickly. I became adjunct faculty and started teaching myself. And so I remained adjunct faculty teaching 2-3 courses a year for almost 14 years, 2002 till 2016. And in that period, I was also getting very actively involved with startups. We started something called Head Start Network. It's a not-for-profit that was formed in 2007, and today operates in about 20 different cities, completely volunteer-run, and then many other activities around startups. I was also active in the industry. I was in the both NASCOM, National Association, as well as ICIA, the Hyderabad Software Industry Association. I was very active. So I was connected to industry, I was connected to startups, and I was also connected to academics. Not only was I teaching at IIIT Hyderabad, I was also a guest visiting faculty at IIT Hyderabad. And then on the startup side, I've been on the IIIT's incubator board, BITS Hyderabad's incubator board, and IIT Hyderabad's board. So, in many ways, my three worlds were converging: industry, startups, and academia. And so, I've been wanting to move. In fact, like it's not about why did I move. The more apt question is like, why did it take so long to move? For previous 4-5 years, I was thinking of moving, and it still took me that much time to decide. So I'm glad I finally did, 2016. And my worlds are still all three. Even today, I work with startups, I work with industry, and of course, I'm in academia. So my role at IIIT involves talking to a lot of companies. I'm still active in the industry, even otherwise, because as a past president of ICIA, I'm on the managing committee always. So I get engaged where I can. And startup world anyway quite involved because of our incubator and such. So it happened a little bit organically. So again, the question is not why did I move, the question is why did I move so late. Durga? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Sir, thank you
Okay,
so
okay.
much. We have a question to you from our Durga Bhavani
Sir?
Senior. We hear that you have an experience of 22 plus years experience. So, can you please brief
One,
us about your
so,
journey in that
sir?
organization, IIIT Hyderabad, sir?
Yeah, I'll answer the question. Durga, you're saying something?
Yes, yes. Can we move to the next question?
They already asked me the next question from the Kiet-Hub room.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sorry.
So
So my
um,
network was.
it is not very clear. Can you repeat the question? The audio was little noisy.
Monica, after my questions are done, you can continue. Just wait for 5 minutes more. So, my second question was on fostering innovation, sir. As someone who heads the Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship at IIIT Hyderabad, CIE, what do you believe are the key ingredients indeed needed to foster a culture of innovation, especially among students and young entrepreneurs? As Vishwam sir also wants to start some incubation from KIT students at KITE, your answer may inspire them to move forward.
I mean, as engineers, I always keep saying it, right? Engineers build, right? Today, but which engineer builds what today? Like in the room, I don't know how many of you are in the room, but how many of you have built anything by yourself, right? Without not part of a coursework. Can you raise your hands? How many of you have built anything by yourself that's not part of a coursework? I don't see any hands going up. So is that right?
Did you do any other works? What is not related to your subjects, regular subject? Anyone from you?
Maybe I can't see clearly. One or two hands I think have gone up, but that is precisely everywhere, not just in KITE, right? This is the answer you would get in any of the colleges. Why is it so? Right? I can understand everybody may not be excited about what you're doing, but nobody excited is a big problem, right? There should be some, right? Some, like some of you, maybe a fourth of the class, maybe half of the class has to be excited with what you're doing. That excitement is the starting point for entrepreneurship. It's not, idea of doing a startup is not the exciting part. Excitement around doing something is what results in a startup. It's not the other way around. You don't get excited about startup and then decide to do something. It
Yes,
should be the
yes,
other way around. You should be excited about building something, right? You're all engineers, you're all software engineers or
yes,
electronic
yes.
engineers. And like starting to build something is where you should get excited about building. You just see something like, can I take the lights in the room and can I create a disco lights? Can I create a simple circuit where lights come on and off right?
Yes, sir.
Randomly. Can I create a simple circuit where the lights come on and off based on music? Right? Put a microphone there.
Yes, sir.
Based on louder the music, more lights come on, less music, less lights come on. Why can't you create things like that? Right? What you see around you. Try to create some automation, right? In some simple form. And starting to, well, do that with LED lights or with lights on the ceiling, doesn't matter. But starting to do something with an idea of what the end solution is important. I think that is the starting point. Once you get excited about building, that will lead to interesting products and which will eventually lead to interesting startups.
True, sir. So can we move to the next question, sir?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir. So my next question is on startups and Hyderabad's ecosystem. You have been a significant contributor to the startup ecosystem in Hyderabad and across India. What do you think are some of the most promising sectors or technologies for startups in the next few years?
I don't know if that matters so much. So, as a startup, only this sector you are in matters, right? It doesn't matter who is doing what, right?
Yes, sir.
If you're going after a problem and that problem has an opportunity, that's all matters. How many others doing it doesn't matter, but that's it. It's a very wide range, right? We have very wide range of. Um, it could be in healthcare. It could be in like kind of any kind of industrial automation. It could be doing a lot of stuff with language, speech, and search. There could be stuff done with camera vision, a lot of camera, a lot of images, a lot of videos. Anything. I mean, there are opportunities everywhere. So it doesn't matter who's doing what and what is the hottest area, right? Hottest area doesn't matter. You see a problem that you think is worth solving, go after it. It doesn't matter if you're the only one doing it.
Yes, sir. So uh, the next question is on challenges and solution in innovation. What are the what are some of the major challenges you have seen companies face when trying to innovate, and how can startups and established companies address these challenges, sir?
See, large companies have their own, they have their own problems, their own solutions, right? And
Yes, yes.
their own CTO officers, advanced technology groups, engineering groups, R&D groups, right? So,
Yes.
uh, how they solve, see, today, start things that they know definitely that's required for the business, they will anyway build, right? Where enterprises, large companies cannot do is things that should be done very fast, they can't do.
Yes, sir.
Because they're large companies, so there is a certain process to be followed, a lot of people to be kind of okay with what you're doing. So it's a well-known fact that large companies cannot innovate. If you create completely new solution from scratch, very hard for a large company to do. And
Yes.
especially with an emerging area where, right, you need to experiment a lot, play around and such. So that is a gap that startups fill. They don't fill their current ongoing business needs. That the companies can do very well. What they feel is
Yes,
like they
yes.
bring in interesting technologies and technology-led solutions in some parts of the business, right, which they can't do better
Yes,
than.
yes.
And that's what startups do. So I would say startups should focus more on like a problem that they're trying to solve and not worry so much about if a company will want it or not. If the
Yes,
solution
yes.
is good and it's solving a problem, anybody may consider using it.
True, sir. True. So, my next question is on emerging technologies. With your background in product development and technology, how do you see emerging technologies like AI, IoT, and data integration shaping the future of industries? What excites you the most about these advancements, sir?
I mean, I always get excited. Anything creative, I get excited, right? I mean, I'm generally, it doesn't even have to have any purpose. If somebody does something creative, I get very excited. It could be just some interesting mechanical movement, or it could be just a simple funky piece of art. It could be a small toy. It could be a machine. Anything. I mean, anything creative, I get excited. But especially if it is physical, personally, if it's physical, I get excited more. If it's electromechanical, something moving, that's what excites me the most, right? And unfortunately, we don't have enough of those happening anywhere, right? Not many people work on it. Forget startups anywhere.
Yes,
We
sir.
don't do enough of
True.
playing around with electronics and and mechanical movements and such. We don't motors. How many people? How many of you in the room have played around with motors? Can you raise hand? I can't see clearly, but I'm sure the answer is zero. Now, why is that so? It's not hard, right? You can control motors digitally. There are stepper motors. You can take a small microcontroller, connect it to motor, make the motor do something. Can you do that? Can you? I challenge the room. Do something with a simple microcontroller. You go to your lab, take any microcontroller that's there in your lab, and get a motor and get the motor to do something. And let me see. I'm challenging all of you. Whoever does that by Monday and sends me a video, I will personally take you and mentor you. Is it an offer, Durga?
Yes, sir.
See,
It's an
anybody,
open offer for
right?
everyone.
It can be small teams.
Yes, sir.
Yes, 2 3 member teams, small teams, preferably 2 member teams. Build something by Monday and send me a video. It should involve a microcontroller and a motor. You do anything, it doesn't matter. And send me video. Durga can share my number. Anybody interested, reach out to Durga. She'll share my number. You send the video to me. Let's see how many of you do it. It doesn't take much time,
So,
right? Controlling a motor with microcontroller doesn't take much time.
yes, sir.
Okay, if you don't have access to motor, do something with LEDs. Let's see what you can do with LEDs. Definitely you can find LEDs. Take microcontroller and do something with a microcontroller and LEDs. And send the video to me Monday morning. Let's see how many of you can do it. I challenge. I know every one
Sure,
of you
sir.
can do it.
Yes,
Right? Every one of you can do
yes,
it if you
sir.
want to do it.
True.
But let's see how many of you do it.
So, students, it's a great opportunity for you and open challenge, sir, gave you. So, utilize this opportunity. Complete it by Monday morning. I will share the persons who are really interested. I can share the contact of Ramesh Loganathan, sir, to you. So, you can get good opportunities from him. So, my next question is about the advice for aspiring innovators. For students or young professionals who are just starting their journey in tech and innovation, what advice would you give to help them navigate the ever evolving landscape of technology and entrepreneurship?
See, innovator is a big term. I mean, let's not worry about, I mean, um, the labels. Whether somebody is an innovator or not doesn't matter. Like I told earlier, what is more important is being excited about building something, right? If somebody is excited about building something, that is more important. So my advice is build something every week,
Yes, sir.
right? These are all second year students, third year students. Which year are these students? Which year are these students in?
Third year and
Third
fourth
year
year,
students, sir.
sir.
In the seminar hall, we
So
have a third year and fourth year
third year
students.
students, you can.
Yes, sir.
So fourth year students, okay, have their own troubles. They're finishing their projects, they do internship, get a job and all that. Third year students, you can do something every week, right? Unfortunately or fortunately, engineering education, right? Engineering colleges don't keep, there's not so much of activity, right? It's not like you have some 4 hours of homework every day or some assignments, labs, projects. Very little. Once you go home at 3:30, you're free. So forget the labels. If you start to build something, you're a builder, right? Anything. You start to build anything. You take some bamboo sticks at home and make something creative in your garden. That's also building, right? You build
Yes,
something
sir.
microcontroller, it's building. You build build something with a software, it's building. Build something. That's the first thing, right? You have to be a builder first, and then you do something creative. Somebody who builds things creatively is an innovator. So the starting point is building, and then innovation comes only through observation, right? You have to observe things. Like I always say, you have to observe the dots, right? And the dot could be like there's a problem, there's current solution which has some shortcoming, there is like some other solution somewhere else solving some other problem, and like find all these dots and creatively connecting the dot is innovation. It
Yes,
starts
sir.
with observing where it is a problem, a way it's being solved today, way something else is being done, way some interesting technology somewhere else has happened. These are all dots. Observing is the starting point. And once you observe, then you connect the dots, right? So that is creative, right? That is innovation at some level. But it starts with building and then add creativity to building.
Yes, sir. So true, sir. So my next question is on leadership. Having led large teams and being part of multiple executive boards, what qualities do you believe are essential for someone in a leadership position, especially in the tech world?
I want you to do things, right? Leadership is very, very big. Okay, but all that. Like I don't want to be labeled. Only what you are 15 years old in the industry, just think like just too early, right? Worry about all that, right? But if you own an outcome, you don't do tasks, right? At the stage you are at, if somebody tells you go do this and this, right? I told you now take a microcontroller, take a motor, control a motor, right? If you just take those 3 tasks, you will just do those 3 tasks and come back, which is what we're used to. Like if you have a lab or you have an assignment or you have a programming project or anything that you get, it's given at that level. Now those are tasks. You do tasks. Tasks are boring. Tasks are completely assembler, non-creative, and very tactical. You're capable of much more than just doing a task. But if you own the outcome for Monday that I'm asking you to do is like build something creative using a microcontroller and maybe motor, LEDs, and anything else. If you understand the outcome and you own the outcome, you will do everything required to get that outcome. You will find the 3 tasks I gave, you will think of like 10 more tasks, right? And do it in a way that you get the outcome clearly, right? The outcome is to build something creative using a microcontroller. The outcome is not to just go write 10 lines of microcontroller code. That's a task, right? That is not the outcome. The outcome is to build something creative. So always, whenever you're doing something, you'll all start doing some projects in the final year. You may start working a year later, right? And anytime when somebody tells you to do something, you have to do it because that respect in the organization structure, you are part of a team, you have a responsibility, you have a role in the team. So if somebody tells you, your manager tells you to do this, you have to do it, no two ways around it. But while doing it, can you find out more about it? Can you find out why are we doing it? What are the other tasks involved? What are the others doing? Find out more. A lot of it you can find out just from observation, right? And beyond observation, ask. Like nobody's going. If you don't do and ask, they're going to be angry with you. But if you do what you're being told to do, and then you ask, they will answer. You have to learn, and you have to learn to understand why are we doing something? What is the end outcome, right? If you own the outcomes, right? That is the result I want. That's the outcome I want. Then you will figure out what is required. Somebody might tell you 3 tasks, you might figure out 3 more tasks, right? But if you don't own the outcome, you'll do the task and may not get us anywhere. Which is how most of us function. IT industry functions that way. Like the million people that work, 10 lakh people that work in Hyderabad IT industry, and same in other cities. I'm sure like 9.5 lakh, at least 9 lakh people are just doing what they're told to do. It's an extremely boring way to live life. You should do beyond that. That's my and that leadership starts from there.
Yes, sir.
If you own the outcome, there's a starting point. You don't have to worry about what you will do 20 years from now. You worry about what you do in the first 1 or 2 years of working. In first 1 or 2 years of working, try to learn, try to understand why are we doing something, what is the result, purpose we are doing it for, and own that purpose. Whether you are part of a 10-member team, 100-member team, or a 2-member team, you take responsibility. I will do everything I can to make sure we reach that goal.
Yes, sir.
That should be your focus for the next couple of years.
Yes, sir. So, the last question from my side. Uh,
Yeah, Durga.
Sir, can I go with the question?
We can hear you. I think you're having some network issues.
Yes, sir, I have some network. Sorry for that. So the next question is about the future of innovation at IIIT Hyderabad. What are some of the upcoming initiatives or projects at IIIT Hyderabad and CIE that you are most excited for about?
I mean, generally, we're doing a lot of work in healthcare. I like what we're doing in healthcare. Different labs, different groups are doing work in healthcare. I always like automation, industrial automation, robotics. Anything our robotics lab does, I get excited. We got recently some 2-3 good startups in this space domain. So I'm excited about that. So generally, a lot happening. Like I said, anything creative, I get excited. Anything physical, I get excited. If they're doing something with machines, with movement, with mechanics, right, with electronics, I get very excited. There's a lot of good stuff happening. As a broad area, healthcare is one where we're doing a lot, and the impact can be very high. I'm quite excited about what we're doing in the healthcare space.
Yes. So that's it from my side. So it's open now for the audience, the students who have any doubts or who want insights from Ramesh Loganathan sir. It's a open mic now. So if anyone have any questions, please
I
raise your
have a
hand.
question here. So firstly, thank you so much, Ramesh sir, for telling us about how we have to be creative and innovative and how we have to build the models as well. So in addition to that, I have a question like, as you said about the startups, as a beginner, if I am financially not good to invest some money on my startup area, so is there any organizations that will fund us so can you please explain about some organizations that will fund us for our startup ideology?
It's little noisy. I couldn't hear. Can you repeat the question? What about founders' ideology?
So for suppose if we have a startup idea, I am financially not good enough to invest some money on that startup idea. So is there any other organizations that will fund us by listening our startup ideology?
So sir, she's asking that
No,
she
but why
have
do you
some
need
ideas.
funding?
So she's looking for funding. Any
Why? Why do you need funding?
As
Why do you need
initially,
funding? Why do you need funding?
so funding is for to develop our startup
Oh, okay.
idea.
If supposing
So
no, but what have you done about it so far? Have you done anything about your idea?
no, sir, not yet.
Have you? What have you done about your idea? Have you? Do you have a prototype?
So can you please
If you
repeat?
haven't invested your own time to build a prototype, why should somebody else invest money? If you haven't even invested your own time, right? It's called founders sweat equity. If there are two or three founders, for the first 1 year, it's expected that they invest their time. They quit their jobs, they invest their time in building something. Until that happens, nobody will give the. I mean, if you don't believe in your own idea to invest time, why should somebody invest money? So you don't need money at this stage. Three, four of you come together and start to build. Okay?
any other questions, guys? Any other questions
How are
from
they going to
anyone?
ask? Is there a mic in the room?
Yes, sir. There is a mic in the room. They are passing the mic to the students who have questions. Anyone? Yes, please ask. Can you switch on your mic first?
What's the most innovative project you have worked on and what made it stand out?
What is the most innovative project I worked on and what made it stand out? So, um, see, fortunately, I'm the way the opportunity I have is not to build anything myself. The opportunity I have is to hang around a lot of people that build interesting stuff, whether the professors at IIIT or our research students or startups. So I don't build anything myself, but I have all the excitement, right? Because I work very closely. I help them where I can. I don't build myself. But if I look at some of the projects that I got excited recently, uh, MedPlus founder has built by himself, right? He looked for robot automation, industrial automation platforms in the market, and they were very expensive and mostly imported. He decided to go and build it. So this rover will go. MedPlus is a pharmaceutical company, right? They have large pharma warehouses where they have all the medicines. So this rover will go based on the order. It will go to the right shelf, pick the right the strip or a box or whatever, and put it into a bin, and completely unassisted. Right? There's no human being involved. You place the order. This one goes to shelf, and it'll go to the right rack. It'll go to the right level, and then go inside, pick the right bin, double check what it's picking. Right? That the tablet's supposed to pick is what it has picked. Get out and put it in a bin. Right? This is for refilling pharmacies. So MedPlus has all the pharmacies, right? So the pharmacist, as the stock gets over, they need to send medicine to the warehouse. Now, they built it by hand. It was very impressive that he went and this is the trait of engineering, right? They can't find something, they build it. And he built a complete automation. There were three sets of doors. Each one covered 3 racks. 6 levels and 3 sets of six levels, right? So 18 big cupboard right? Each cupboard will have 20, 30 different medicines in that rack. And you just imagine the problem, right? You have to first position yourself. You have to go to the right level. You have to go in. There are multiple bins in that. You have to go and locate the right bin that has the medicines you want. That's a computer vision problem. Right? You have to look and see where the medicine is. When you pick, you need to know what you're picking. There are suction cups in it to pick, but you need to go to the right place it, and then suck and pick it, and then get it to the box. So it's a multidisciplinary. There is mechanical involved. There's electronics involved. There's a lot of computer vision involved. Right? It's a complex problem, and it was built and it's working. So that's one that I was quite excited when I met Madhukar about a year back, and he was explaining, it's gone live. They built this in Chennai. They're doing a new warehouse in Chennai. In that warehouse, they've done this. So quite exciting. So, but of course, at some level, any startup, whatever they do is exciting. But this is one that I remember in recent times.
Uh, Thank you, sir, for sharing this. Is there any other questions? Uh, Welcome, RK sir, for joining here in this conversation. For now, Ramesh sir gave a valuable insights till now, and our students are asking some doubts to him now.
Ramesh sir, good morning.
Hello, RK. Good morning.
Sir, sorry I could not join on time. Extremely sorry for that, sir.
No, not at all. It was more about the students. So I hope they're having fun in their hackathon. They seem too quiet for a hackathon week. They're sitting so quietly. Hopefully, it's because they're inside a room, but I hope they go out and get all excited and then build some very, very interesting stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes. Last time also in Vizag Summit, you guided few students to do some projects, sir. It really some kind of your interaction is giving push to the students, sir. Really, I think it will make them work on right kind of path for especially startups or whatever their careers they want to aspire, learning technology.
Absolutely. And if they do something, I've given them a challenge to build something by Monday. Let's see how many of them do it.
Definitely, sir. We'll keep in touch with you, sir, and we'll see that everyone get involved in this process, sir.
Sure, RK.
Thank you very much.
So thanks, Durga, for arranging this, and thanks, RK, and thanks to everybody, and wish you all the very best, and have fun with your hackathon.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Ramesh sir, for sharing such valuable insights. Thank you, RK sir, for joining
Thank you,
in the
Durga.
last
Thank you so
moment
much.
and
Yeah.
making this more memorable.
I was waiting for the link. No one has shared the link. No issue, sir.
Oh,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
sorry, sir.
No
Yes, sir.
problem.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, all the students who have joined here. I hope you got good knowledge on innovation and research, and what you may know what leadership is about, and how the emerging technologies will help you out, and the challenges and solutions, what kind of challenges and solutions in innovation is currently going on, and how the startups are getting involved in the ecosystem in Hyderabad and in across India. So I hope you all are clear with my presentation. Thank you for thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Akka.
In a well disciplined manner. Thank you all. Have a good day.
Thank you, Akka. So now we are ending the meetup. Thank you.